We are now on the air. Good evening. Part two, Business Hangout training, email customizations. Everybody seems to be a bit hesitant about this thing, and I don't know why. It looks intimidating when you first see it, but it's really not. If you have a WordPress blog that you do, if you have a blogger blog that you do, if you have used any type of WYSIWYG word processing thing, it's going to look familiar because it's all basically the same thing. Hang on just a second. I've got to go over here and meet this other character. Okay. Uh, I'm going to do a screen share to get this thing set up so that we can do the actual email tab. So let me go over here and go down. And where is the screen share button? There it is. Okay. We'll say screen share. Now, John, I'm going to pin you while I do this. Oh, well, that's all right. I just got out of Business Hangouts. I will be right back. Silly me. Don't click the film strip, Andy. That's a no-no. So we will hit John's camera, and then I'm going to go over here real quick and do screen share. And it looks like this is the one we want. And now I will go back and I will click read, and you all should be able, okay. Can everybody see that all right? Is it large enough?
It looks good.
Okay. Now this is the first screen you see. So I'm just going to take and fill in just enough to get so we can get to the second screen. What they say. Okay. Oh wait, I'm trying to do an event in the past. Oh, because it's past 7 o'clock. Silly person. Okay, we'll make it for 7:30. Then we'll say save. Loading. Okay, we'll get this down a little bit. After you get your first screen set up and everything, click Advanced Settings. It will let you then go to the second one, which is emails. You can choose how you want your invitations to go out. You can do an automatic invitation to all registrants. Now, in Business Hangouts, you used to have the registration page and you used to have the login page. You don't do that anymore. Now you have the registration login link. It's all one thing. The first time you use it, it acts as a registration link. So it's going to give the email of whatever platform you sign in with, whatever email account is associated with your Google account or your Facebook account or your LinkedIn account. Uh, and when you register, you can set this thing up so it immediately sends a confirmation that you have registered. Now, if you're doing a private hangout or if you're doing a paid hangout of some type, and you want to verify those registrations before sending them the invitation, you would click no on this. At that point, you would get a notification that they registered, but you'd have to go in and manually verify them so that they could join. And you can set it up yes or no that you get a notification for each chat message. Once you set something up, if somebody comes in early, like Michael and John did today, and leave a message, you can set it up so you get a notification that somebody has left a message there. So you can go join them right when they leave the message, or you can contact them if you missed it and say, I saw you left a message, and blah, blah, blah. The third one, email notification upon each registration. I like that because that lets me know who has registered, particularly if you're doing a recurring event. You get a choice to register for each separate event in the series or all at once, and this will let you know that. But those notifications are easy to switch yes or no, either one. I would suggest, I know the default appears to be no on all of them. I would change depending on what your circumstances are. You can make your own choices, but I do yes for all of them because I want to know when somebody registers. I want to know when they leave a message in the unified chat, if it's before the event, and I want them to get automatic notifications so that I don't have to worry with going back and verifying each one individually because I'm not doing a private thing and I'm not doing a paid registration. And if anybody's got any questions about that, we can go into that part of it later. The invitation emails, if you click this, you will see the initial invitation, an on-demand invitation that you can send at any time. Pre-registration, that is where you get around the entire registration by putting in their names and emails ahead of time from your own email list. That would be if you wanted to invite a predetermined list of people, particularly to a paid event, so they didn't have to worry with all that stuff. I don't know many people that use pre-registration. Right now, we will deal with the initial registration. If you look, let me get my screen over here. Where it'll a little larger. Okay, you've got preview, save as, and edit. You've got a drop down menu here, and when you hit that, you get a huge list of things. Now, this says user templates. Those are customized templates that I have done. If you haven't customized any emails yet, yours will start right here with the system templates. That gives you all the templates down to here. They are in English. After that, you've got Danish, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Persian, German, Russian, Netherlands. It's all. But you would start here. The first thing to remember about editing emails is just like when you are editing photographs or artwork, you do not edit the original. Never edit the original. So if let's say we're going to work with the default confirmation, okay? Click on that. The very first thing I do before I do anything is I do a save as, and I give it another name, and I'll say edited. And I'll give it a new name. Okay. Then you can see
Andrew,
what. Uh huh.
we can only see the main screen. We can't
Oh,
see
okay.
anything else.
Okay, it's not going to drop down. I was afraid of that. Okay. Okay, so if I hit this preview, is it why?
Now it's just blank.
Yeah, and I don't know why. It says I'm screen sharing. Okay, hang on. It's really strange. Really strange. Uh, wonder why that went blank. That's very interesting. Let's go back here and do a screen share again. And hmm. Okay, we're going to have to go about this a different way then. We're going to have to. Oh, wait, here's Michael. Uh, hang on, let me get Michael in here right now. And Roxanne. We're going to right now. Okay, they are going to come in, and I had no idea why that screen share went away. Okay, we're going to go over here into a scheduled event. Uh, Like I say, why did my screen share go away?
Michael's left a message saying you have to screen share full screen.
Okay, I was on this account, I thought. Uh, okay, let me create a new event here real quick so we can get to the emails. Uh, Hey, that's good. Okay, now we're going to say screen share, share. Okay, let me make sure I'm highlighting me and not somebody else here. Yeah, present to everyone. Okay, is everybody seeing that?
Yep.
Okay, so we should be able now, doing this right, we should be able to go into the advanced settings, go into the invitation emails, and you're saying when I hit this little drop down menu, you all don't see that, right?
Open it up. I can see the first one.
That's as open as I can make it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not seeing it then.
You clicked on it, Andrew?
Do what?
You clicked on it? Because all we're seeing is the hand over the down arrow for the drop-down menu.
Okay, yeah, it's a drop down menu, and what's in the menu isn't showing. But you will get a list. Oh wait, I remember doing. That's not what I want. I want the files. I don't want that. My book. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This thing is so slow. I go up. Okay. No, I didn't name it, so it just says screen share. Will grab. Okay. Well, there is a drop-down menu. You'll get a whole list of. You have a confirmation of the invitation of your registration. You have a thank you letter. You have a sorry we missed you letter. You have several reminder letters, and they come in a variety of languages. Like I said, the first thing you want to do is do not edit your original. You always want to save it first as something else. So in this case, I went and I saved it as a edited instead of default confirmation. I said edited default confirmation. So once we've got that edited default confirmation, you can preview that and see what it says, and there is just a blank screen. That is insane. I have no idea why it is doing that. It should be showing the letter. So okay, we'll say edit instead of preview. Source. For some reason, it is not bringing this up. Now, I have had no trouble with this before. And we're going to go back over. We're going to go back over here. We're going to close this out. We are going to take this down so I can see the regular thing. We are going to stop screen sharing and presenting. And Michael has not come in, although I sent him a message. I don't know whether he's just watching or whether he's busy or something. Empty screens are full screen, either desktop or full screen. Okay. I'm not understanding why this edit is not showing anything but a blank screen when I pull it up. That's just not right. Just not right. There is one other way we can do this, and it's not going to help with the recording too much, but it will certainly help you all. Let me get this over here and get this thing closed all the way down. If you go over, if you do the split screen, you know how you can pull a tab off and do a split screen, do the Hangout on one side, go over to the Business Hangout website, go to the planner, set up an event real quick, go to the second tab email. You can follow along with this, but as I don't know why this is not screen sharing, I say present to everyone. Okay, and I've got me pinned. That should. I'm hearing little boink boinks. I don't know what that is either. Okay, I'm frozen. Okay, subject not presenting. Was going to screen sharing. We're going to stop screen sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what's going on. I practiced this beforehand. I even made a recording of it last night to show what I was doing, and now it's not doing it. I don't know why. If anybody's got any suggestions, I'm open to it.
It looked good on the 16-minute video.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You know, and I'm doing exactly the same thing, and yet it's not. You know, I don't know what that white screen is about. You know, it shouldn't be that way. If I hit preview, I get a white screen. Close that out. If I hit edit, I get a white screen. Except I do get, well now, I have to say, alright.
Michael's available to come in.
Hang on, Michael has offered help. If you would, I'm sending you a thing, Michael. I have no idea what's going on with this thing. Thank you, kind sir. This thing's going to drive me crazy.
All right. So you need me to pull up the planner and
yeah, it's an email customization thing.
okay, I'll do it.
I appreciate it, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, can you see my screen okay?
You will be able to as soon as yep.
So are you in presentation mode or are you in collaboration mode?
We're in collaboration mode.
Okay, that's fine. So you can make sure and you choose me, my camera, right?
Yeah, your camera
So,
is red.
so that way the audience. Okay, good. Let's watch it. All right. So you want to see these, right? You want to see these menus.
All right, now it's showing on. Why are we seeing it when you did it, and yet when I did it, it
Because
didn't show?
I'm doing on Manicam.
Aha, aha. Okay, okay.
Manicam I can do a whole lot more because
Oh,
it's not using the screen share function.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to show them all everything. Now you can see Michael's got some that he's modified, but down where it says system template, from there down is what comes with the program. If you've never modified anything, that's what you'll see. And like I said, I suggest you do not edit those defaults. Save them first as another name, and then do the editing on that. Uh, and then if you wanted to, you can click edit, and that will show you the WYSIWYG.
That's of my user to user one right there.
Yeah, yeah, and those two icons at the top can be changed or deleted. The one with the finger with the bow, that's 87 by 87 pixels. The one at the top is 145, I mean, beg your pardon, 45 by 178. It gives you a long, thin one. Uh, the stuff in the gray, that is in a separate table within that. But if you hit the source thing and no HTML, you can remove that table or put it below or whatever you want to do. But it is a WYSIWYG. You can work on the actual text. You don't have to worry with the source code or anything. Just by highlighting something, deleting it, that'll take it out, or you can put something in, you can change your wording. A lot of times on the start date and time, it will have the start date and the time zone all on one line. I tend to put my start date and my end date on one line and then the time zone on the next line down. But that's just my personal preference. You can change it any way you want. You've got a link in there to add to your calendar. I suggest that you leave that link and get it as close to the top of your letter as possible so that they notice it. It'll save you a world of problems later when they start coming back and saying, I can't find my link. I lost my email. If they hit that, it puts it on either their Outlook or their Google Calendar. And you can just say it should be on your calendar if you saved it there, and they can go look and see if they did. And then you can change down at the bottom where it says the Business Hangout Team, that link, you can change that link. You can delete that link and put in, the user to user team or whatever your business name is or whatever. It's really, really easy to do. Over on the right hand side, you'll see where it says add data. Those are the different variables that you can add to an email when you're customizing. You got your start time, the end time, first name, last name. Now, some of them will create an active link in the letter. Some of them don't, and I don't know why. What I did was I modified one letter and I added everything just to see, and I didn't add any other text. It was just the field name and that to see, and a bunch of them are repeated, like the unique URL and reg banner URL. Those don't actually create links in the letter as such, or I haven't been able to find them, but I'm certain they're there for a reason. And if you click help on the little question mark up in the top box where you've got all the, add link, whatever, you click that, that will take you directly to the user's manual for the CK editor, which is the module that they used for this. If you click that little thing right there, that question mark, it'll take you to the help manual and you can download it onto your computer so that if you're working offline, and the neat thing about this is if you save those add data fields, you save that manual to your computer, you can compose this in Word or some text editor, not in a Word document, but in a text editor. You can do all this offline, line it up ahead of time, and then just paste it in and go. So you don't have to be online all the time playing in this editor. You can do it at 2 o'clock in the morning, sitting in bed with a Chromebook or whatever. That's the basic of modifying these things. Is just how many different letters you want. Like personally, I've got letters for the user group. I've got letters for my genealogy group. I've got letters for family photo group that you can modify, put logos, everything in, and you can have reminder letters. You can do all of it. I know people talk about a Weber list and everything. You can build a customized mailing list right here out of this and not even have to use it for business hangouts. Because once you get that, all you've got to do is you could set up a business hangout, send that letter out, and in the letter you could modify it so you don't even have to put the links to the hangout that you set up. You could put the links in to something that's over on your web page if you didn't want to embed the business hangouts in your web page. Like when I send the letters out to my family, I use this to create the letters and the links to the different photos, but the actual business hangout links and everything are never in the letter. They get the letter and they've got the links they can click on to go straight to where I've got it set up, on my Facebook account or somewhere. But it's really neat. And I know Michael's done some editing, and if he wants to add anything to this, take it away, Michael.
The only thing that I'll show, since we're on this part, on the scheduled hangout, when you go into the edit, like he said, you can go to advanced settings, and you can go into invitation emails or automatic reminders. And keep in mind, this is for certain paid subscriptions too. I don't think this is available for the free. I don't.
Right.
Think.
You're correct. It's not. It has to be a paid thing.
So some of this might be irrelevant to some of you that are just starting out and don't have a paid version or whatever. Right. But you can, as he said, you can edit these and do whichever. What I was looking at, actually, am I in the right one? I don't think I'm in the right one. Hold on. I want to get in the same one I was in. Okay. I have my scheduled events, advanced settings. I just really wanted to show you that, you have user to user. You have all these ones that I've created to do certain things. And where do I get those? How do these user templates come up? It's up here at the top. You'll see tabs, and you can see. Here, I'll draw it just so you can kind of see up at the top. This is where I'm getting this. I'm on this tab right now, but I can go right here. Email templates. Let's see, and then it shows those ones that were in the list. You can kind of see each one. You can see how I have those and the ones that I've created. You can create new, and again, he says there's help right there. It kind of helps you, walks you through some of that too. So that's all I would add.
Yeah, and I forget, Michael, where are the reminder templates? Are they under the invitations or are they under the...
They are in the same area. Right here is reminders.
Automatic, yeah.
Yeah.
Those
automatic
are so
reminders. Cool. Yeah. Like I have a user to user join now. You can see I have a user to user one. And then right here I have join now user to user. So that way you have a different, they get a different message, and I have a big button on mine that says, hey, join now, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
afterward emails, you can do an afterward email too. Go ahead.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm leery of, and I'm not really leery of, but the reminder emails, you get 3 reminders, and it becomes a balancing act of you want to remind people of your event, but you don't really want to be spamming them about the event. So I'm not sure, depending on how far ahead you schedule your event, would determine how many reminders you would send out. As far as my thinking goes, I'm not going to set up a reminder a week and then in 7 days send them 3 reminders. I might set it up and they get the original notification, and then I'll send a reminder 3 days before the event, and then maybe an hour before the event. Because anything else, people are going to get, especially if you're doing a multiple, recurring event thing, they're just constantly going to be getting these reminders. Because you could have the 15-minute reminder and the 3-day reminder, getting them in the same email for 2 different events, and they're just going to be overwhelmed. So I would caution about being too generous with sending the reminders. Of
Yep.
course, my situation is a little different because mine is mostly to community members. It's not, I'm not a business or anything, but for somebody that's involved with a business, you might want to take that into account when trying to decide how to set your reminders up.
Well, as you can see in this example right here, based on what he says, I do one 15-minute reminder, and that's all I do. I don't do any other reminders, just because I don't want to inundate people with that. I mean, I'll give you 15 minutes ahead of time just to remind you. But I expect you have it on your calendar, so you probably have a reminder set with that. That would be my guess. Most people do that. And I know, I'm not sure, somebody will have to remind me, but I can't remember. A Google Plus event reminds you, I believe, 24 hours ahead of time, and maybe an hour. I don't know.
I get mine 10 minutes before.
Your business hangout ones or
No,
your
the
Google
Plus.
event? Okay.
The Google event, I get 10 minutes before.
Do you get 24 hours as well?
No, I believe, Michael, you can set up the time on the notification.
Okay. I was just curious. I know we're talking about business hangouts, but I was just curious on that.
It's tied in, and I'm like John. It seems to me that there's somewhere that I remember seeing that you can set up.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine is set as 24 hours and when the event starts. And then my calendar's set up a half hour and 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. What else? Where you need me to go next?
Actually, I don't think we need to go anywhere else because setting up the others is basically the same thing as far as editing goes. Now, your reminder emails, you get to choose the time and how many minutes or seconds or something. The afterwards emails are just either thank you for attending, or sorry we missed you. Our next one will be at whatever. And you can edit those just like you do your invitation. So, the big part is that WYSIWYG editor. And if once you get your thing laid out like you want it, and you want to teach yourself a little HTML, then you can go up in that editor, click that first button that says source, and it will show you what the source code looks like for what you've created. So then you can follow it down and check the wording and everything to see what source code creates what you're looking at. And it's one way to teach yourself HTML.
So, like right here, what he's talking about. If I go right in here and I'm in the WYSIWYG. He keeps saying WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. That's what this is. So whatever you put in here, if you put in an image, it'll show up as an image, that kind of thing. Here's what he's talking about, this little source button here, up above everything. I don't know if you can see that. Let me, that's the source button right there. If I click on that, it just turns it into, like you said, HTML editor. So that's the way that would work.
And once you are in there, it looks like gobbledygook to most people. But if you know that there's a word in your email that you have edited and you want to see how that word is coded over there, you can use the Control F or F3 key to do the find thing in the source code, type in what you're looking for, and it'll take you straight down into the source code and highlight it so you can see the line of code that creates the particular thing you're looking for.
So, for example, if we're looking for the unique URL, but I want to find the source code for that, I know it's right after the word meeting, or I know it's going to be after that. But I'm looking for that button. I'm looking for the code for that button. So I can go to the word meeting and pretty much kind of find. Or I can actually go to CU right here. You see me highlighting that CU?
Mm-hmm.
So what he's talking about, I can go to the source and I can hit Control F. So now Control F, I don't know if you saw that, but it puts up a little find menu. This is on any Windows. Anytime you're in Windows, you can do this. So what did I say the text was? CU?
Yeah.
You see how it comes, right? CU at the event. So I know all of this code beforehand is for that button.
And if you see that first line font, it says unique href right there in the first line of that, where it says font face, right there.
Unique href. So then we got, yeah, exactly. So here's where we saw unique URL as a line item. Remember, join the meeting we had, and then we had unique URL here. So there was unique URL, but also right here, this is pretty much that button that I created and added the unique URL right here. I know this is a lot, but it can become very helpful when you're trying to find something. The only other thing that I would show on past events, this is, for example, this is the show that we did Wednesday night. I had 5 present, 3 absent, and 2 replays. If I go to the 3 absent, I can send them right here. If you look, and I will zoom in on this so you can see. Try and get that too. This is kind of a cool way of those people that didn't make it. I can send them now something. I can send now. And actually, before I send it, if I wanted to make a special one, say, hey, look, man, we really missed you. I can edit it before I do it. I'm able to preview it, all the same. So all the people that didn't make it, I can talk to them directly, and I know the ones that didn't show or make it. So that's kind of cool. A neat feature, really, really neat feature to be able to do that. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing a good job. I'm just, my big thing was about the editing part itself, because I've heard, oh, that's so complicated and all, but it's really not, particularly if you're using any type of, like I say, Blogger or WordPress. You've got almost exactly the same interface. Some of the symbols may be different, but it's all the same idea. You take text and you turn it into HTML code, publish the code, and it comes out looking like that. It's easy to do, and if anybody wants to edit anything and has any problem, just get in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to help. I think that as far as the editing goes, we've covered everything. I would urge you to consider the thank yous and the sorry we missed yous, that letters that are available, because they really do help build engagement with people. It's not like they come in and they, listen to stuff and then they go away again. If you contact them afterwards and let them know that you are aware that they were there, it goes a long way toward building a relationship with people. Hello, Prima.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
When you edit a registration, for example, and you put the time zone in, and I put my time zone in, if Michael gets that in the Eastern time zone, is it showing up as his time zone or mine?
No, it shows up as his. That's the reason.
Okay.
That's the reason you put your time zone in, is because then when it goes out, it automatically translates into the receiving person's time zone.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
it would show him Eastern time. It'll show me Central. If Heather got it, she would show Mountain time.
Okay.
And that's one thing when you are getting ready to do those things, be sure and check that time zone, because especially when it gets to the central time zone, there are four of them in North and South America. Yeah.
That's true.
When you set up your after the show emails,
Hmm.
thank you for coming, for example, or sorry we missed you. Does the applicant, do you have to send them out separately yourself, or does the application do that for you?
No, when you set up your event,
Yep.
when you're doing your email things, you can set up the time that they go out. You know, you can send them out 1 minute after the event or 1 hour after the event, and it automatically accesses that event and sends it to the people that were registered but didn't show up. They'll
Okay.
get the sorry we missed you, and the ones that did show up will get the thank you for attending.
So the app
And
does that automatically.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does that once you set what time you want to go out. It takes care of who it sends to.
Understood. Okay. Thank
It
you.
works just like MailChimp, Constant Contact, and stuff like that, if you're familiar with those. It's the same process behind it.
Right. Okay.
And I can't think of anything else. We've covered just about everything, the reminders and
So you can set your times the way you want. You can set those on those reminders and stuff. But you do have automatic, like you said. You do have automatic ones that go out if you have automatic reminders set up,
yeah.
like default or whatever.
And the big thing is that those are for that event and that letter. You can have different reminders for different events with different times that they're going to be sent out. You know, I can have a separate thank you from my user-to-user group, from my nonprofit group, and have different times. One go out 10 minutes after the event, the other go out an hour after the event. It's very, very, very flexible. You know, like I say, they put a lot of thought into this, into what businesses require. You know. I wonder if Prema's having problems. I see her coming in and out. Oh, I see.
Lon says he's having trouble for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Lon. Uh,
Michael, you changed your background,
Did I?
and it's not even St. Patrick's Day.
You're seeing, I'm just seeing the plain green screen.
well, it just depends on what kind of mood he's in. If he's feeling real feisty and everything, he shows that gorgeous living room, and he has an addition. He now has a bar that he
Yeah, I was going to mention about that bar. The booze on the shelf keeps running from him, though, I understand.
I,
Yeah, we that was fun doing that show with those guys. They said, "Hey, we got a photo we want to throw behind you. Can you do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on, just send it to me."
I opened that up. I thought, oh, Michael's in heaven now.
Now, that's
Well,
my kind of coffee cup, Andrew.
Which what?
So that's my kind of coffee cup.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. It's basically it's a soup bowl disguised as a coffee cup. Is what it is. Well, if nobody's got any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop this broadcast. That way, Lon and Prima and the ones that didn't get it, it'll be up there for them to watch early. They won't have to stay up real late, and we can just go ahead and hang out. Because I think we've covered all that needs to be covered. And like I say, if anybody's watching this and needs any help with anything, just drop an email and use it to use the community or to me directly. Either one will work, and we'll be happy to help you. Oh wait, there's Prima back. Let me get her. Let me invite her in here.
Thanks for the help, Michael.
Yes, Michael. I owe you. As Heather says, your check is in the mail, sir.
I love that red pencil. We got to get one for Andrew.
There you go.
Well, yeah, except that I couldn't do it. You see, because
right.
I'm on Chrome, so I can't download Minicam. I can't even get it on the computer to run.
Gotcha.
Okay, Lon, take care. Thank you for coming. Hope you enjoy the video. If you got any questions, just ask. And I see Prima hasn't accepted her invitation yet, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast.